Hello everyone, we're going to have a look at gradients. We're going to have a look at the different kinds of gradients you can get and then calculate the actual value of a gradient using rise over run. So this is using rise over run. So gradients are either positive, negative, zero, or undefined. So let's have a look at this picture here. Let's do the positive one first. The positive one is the green one. Okay, this is the positive gradient. Now, what makes it positive, I think about is if we're walking from left to right, do we walk uphill? That's the positive one, okay? So that's what we need to remember. The green one is a positive gradient. Okay, what about the negative gradient? Let's go a different highlighter. The negative gradient, if we're walking from left to right, we're going to go downhill. Okay, so which one is the negative gradient? Looking here, going from left to right, we're going downhill is the purple one. So it's the negative gradient. So what about these other gradients? Well, this blue gradient here is a horizontal line. Okay, completely horizontal line, okay, is a zero gradient. Horizontal line is a zero gradient. Okay, and that's because its rise, okay, how far up it goes, compared to how far the run, how far along it goes, is always zero because the rise is zero and it doesn't matter what you divide it by. 0 divided by anything will give you 0. Okay, that leaves our last one there, which must be the undefined because it's the only one that's left. So this one here, orange or the red one, depending on which one you're looking at. It's undefined because its rise can be whatever number you want. So let's say we go 5 centimeters, but what's its run? It's 0. And 5 divided by 0 is always undefined. You can't do it. So a vertical line has a undefined gradient. Undefined gradient. Okay, so let's actually work out some actual gradients. Now I suggest you pause this, try it yourself, and then see how you go. So remember, it's the rise, how far up it goes compared to how far across the line goes. So it's really good to pick somewhere that's really easy to see where the line goes through. So it goes through there and there absolutely goes on 0, 0 and 1, 3. So if I can draw a triangle, my rise, and I can get a run. Now, first thing to look at it, is it a positive line or a negative line? Horizontal or undefined? Well, it's definitely a positive gradient because we're walking uphill. So the rise is how far is it from there to there? Now that's 3. And what's my run? From across from there, there is 1. So it's 3 over 1, which is just 3. Okay, you probably already tried this one before too, but give it another go. So pause it and try it again. And we still want to do the rise over the run. You have to look at it and see, is it a positive, negative, a positive gradient or negative gradient? It's positive, we're walking uphill. So where's a good place to draw a triangle here? So we could draw one. This is one where we can absolutely definitely see we're going through these points. So what's my rise? From up there is 2. And what's my run? In this case, it's 2. So rise over run is 2 over 2, which is 1. Now I want to show you, it doesn't matter where you draw. I'll use a different color. I could have drawn my triangle anywhere on here. As long as I've got 2 points and I can very clearly see it's going through those 2 points, so I can do my triangle this way as well. So what's my rise this time? My rise would be 3. So if I did it with this one, it'd be 3. What's my run? 3. So it's 3 over 3, which is still 1. It doesn't matter where you do it. Okay, so I can leave my orange triangle there as well. Okay, as long as I can definitely see which points I'm going on. Okay, I still hope that you pause it and try it yourself first. So this one, I want to do a rise over a run. A rise there. And my run is over there. So my rise is 1, my run is 2. So my rise of 1 over 2, it's still a positive line, we're still walking uphill. So it's 1 over 2. Okay. So gradient of a half. Next one. Okay, pause it and try it yourself first. The first thing to notice, hopefully, is that you can see it's a negative gradient. We're going downhill this time. So get the rise over the run. So this is shown. That's really easy to see where those where it's going through. So here's my rise and here's my run. Okay, so that rise is 6 all the way up there, and my run is 3. So my rise over my run is 6 over 3, which simplifies to 2. Now I could have done this elsewhere. Like as I said before, there are other places. I just need to be able to see exactly where it's going through. So I could have done that one. Okay, over there, what's my rise? That's 2. There, and my run is 1. So I still could have done it as rise over run is 2 over 1, which would have given me 2. It doesn't matter where, you just need to be able to definitely see where the line goes. Okay, let's try another one. I hope you've paused it and give it a go yourself first. Okay, looking at the line, is it positive or negative? This is a negative line, we're going downhill. So there's all sorts of places you can try and do this one. So this has got here, there's the triangle. So that rise from there to there is 3, and that run is 1. Okay, so my rise over run is 3 over 1, but it's a negative. So I've got to go -3. Don't worry about which points you're looking at in particular and whether they say positive, negative. Just if it's a negative line, your answer is negative. I'll rub that out and so you can see that we could have done, I'll use a different color. We could have done all the way from there to there if we wanted to. So that would have made a very specific triangle. Okay, because I know it's going through those points. My rise all the way from there to there would have been 6, and my run all the way from there to there would have been 2. So I still could have done it this way. My rise of 6, my run of 2, it's a negative line. I know it's going negative. 6 over 2 is 3, so it would have been -3. Either way, you get the same answer. Okay. Last one here for you to try. Try it yourself first. So having a look at it, it's definitely a positive line. Okay, so we need to see where is it going through. They've highlighted these points for us, which work quite well. So I can do a rise over a run. My rise is 2 and a run of 1. So rise over run is 2 over 1, which is just 2.